Okay. Here we go. Thank you, everybody. It looks like we have a couple people already on this Zoom. This is going to be on the Blakeley, and I will share my screen in just a second. I am Jennifer Morales. I am out of the Spokane, Washington market.
And I am Justina Thorson. I am out of our Tempe, Arizona branch.
So we're going to give it a couple more minutes just to make sure we get everybody on here before we start this. This is a beautiful home. You guys are going to love this house, the Blakeley, and it was very well put together. It's got some pretty neat features in it. When we were on this, please use the Q&A tab. Please don't put it in the chat because the chat does not update fast enough. So any questions that you have, go ahead and put it in the Q&A tab, and between me and Justina, we'll make sure we get all your questions answered.
Absolutely.
Again, we'll just give it one more minute, make sure we give people time to get on. We're supposed to have 4 seasons in one day here in Spokane today. A little bit of wind, a little bit of rain, a little bit of sun, a little bit of sleet. Welcome to Spokane, Washington.
That sounds like Washington weather to me.
Yep.
Can't say that I miss it. Definitely sunny and 80 degrees down here.
We're just going to go ahead and give it to 12:01. And then we'll go ahead and get the presentation started again. I want to thank everybody for jumping on this call.
So looks like we just had some people jump on.
I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. All right. Again, thanks everybody for showing up. I am Jennifer Morales. I'm based out of the Spokane, Washington office. I'll be leading the questions today. Any questions you guys have, please put it in the questions and the answers because the chat feature does not update fast enough. We are going to actually go through the Blakeley plan today. I'll go ahead and let Justina introduce herself to everybody as well again.
Hi, everyone. I'm Justina Thorson. I'm a home ownership counselor in our Tempe, Arizona branch. I'll be helping field your questions so that Jen can answer them for us.
All right, first we're going to start with the Adair Homes website. So I can show you the original Blakeley floor plan, and then I'll show you the changes that we made to the floor plan. Can you guys see my Adair Homes screen with the promotion running? Perfect. For those of you that don't know, we are running a limited time offer with an interest rate of 4.875 on the construction loan. And that does roll into the mortgage as long as we hit a 12-month build window. That's really the main thing with that financing. If you have any questions about that, go ahead and click the learn more and somebody from Adair Financial will reach out to you. I'm going to go ahead and come in here so I can get to the Blakeley. Scroll down. Okay. Can you see the Blakeley?
Yes.
So when we look at this particular Blakeley, we are going to look at it in the craftsman style. So when you look at our screen, it'll show you this home can come in what's called a traditions exterior, a craftsman exterior, the farmhouse, or the riata. And when you see like craftsman, farmhouse, riata, they are all based on the exterior of the home, not the interior of the home. So when you see craftsman style, just know that's outside. When you scroll down here, it'll explain what comes with Riata, what comes with Craftsman, the changes, like the cedar shake, the Craftsman windows. You're gonna see a different front door, a different garage door. You have these Craftsman grids in your windows. Even the exterior lights are gonna be a little bit different. And then if you continue scrolling down here, you're gonna see there's different pricing for the different models of a home. So you have the Traditions at 415, and then it goes all the way to the Riata Craftsman Farmhouse. Pricing is going to be different per area that you're in. So just make sure at the top of the screen, you pick the area that you're located in to get your actual pricing. I'm going to come back here and I will show you guys, this is the home that we're going to look at. The biggest changes that you are going to see is that they added a third car bay. They put a reverse vault in this great room dining area. So a standard vault would come left to right. This is going to run from the front to the back of the home with these beautiful windows. But this is a great floor plan to look at. They've got LVP throughout the entry, great room, dining room. This house comes with really nice sized bedrooms, a nice half bath, and it does have the ability to create a pantry where by pushing the walk-in closet into the shop, you can create a nice little pantry right here. Or if you didn't need the half bath, you could actually wall this half bath off and put a door on this side facing the kitchen to create a bathroom or a pantry out of the half bath. So those are some of the fun things you can do. This is the Craftsman elevation. You can see the third car bay right here and how it tied into the house. And this is their actual floor plan that you're going to see. This is that really nice reverse vault. They got the trapezoid windows, a 12-foot slider on this home. And then if I come down to the floor plan, this kind of shows you the floor plan that we're going to look at. So the biggest changes, again, vaulted patio cover that matched the vault that's running through the great room and dining room area. You can see the third bay over here. Just really nice floor plan. Do we have any questions coming in at all?
Are you able to add a third car bay on any home, or is it plan specific?
We can add one on any home. And third car bays are what you want it to be. You could do a 12 by 20, a 12 by 22. You could just make shop space. Really, when it comes to like that third bay or extra space, you tell us what you're looking for, and then we would get pricing for that.
Can we do RV garages?
We can do those as well. Absolutely, good question. All right, I'm going to start the video again. This is your Craftsman exterior. So you can see you've got the Craftsman windows, the dental work, cedar shake, the heavy corbels, heavy timber corbels. You can't really see the garage door in this one because of the color it is, but it's got a carriage style garage door, Craftsman. You can just heavily Craftsman on this one. I'm going to go ahead and play this. The third bay is tucked back there. You can't see it, but it is tucked back there.
That.
To the left, you're going to see the utility room. They have put upgraded cabinets into the utility room. So these cabinets are optional over the washer and dryer. But look at that.
What would come there if they didn't do the cabinets?
They do get a shelf that comes over the top of the washer and dryer. That's what comes standard. This is the reverse vault and the trapezoid windows that you see. It is amazing. I'm going to go back and kind of freeze it just so that you guys can see that again. So again, you have a 12-foot slider, the windows that match, and you can see that they pulled the patio cover to follow the vault line of the reverse vault.
That's so beautiful. Look at
It
that.
is great for a view. You have the side light windows on that front door. They did put in a freestanding wood fireplace. I think I'm going to slow this down just a little bit.
It is kind of fast, huh?
I feel like it's whipping through. I'm going to pull it back just a little bit. Come on. Okay. That may be too slow, we'll see. So in this kitchen, big, beautiful island, you have your sink in the island and the dishwasher. This island is about 7 feet long, is what it comes out at. They did do taller cabinetry in their kitchen. This is actually a separate box and they're called glass-ready cabinets. With a glass ready, we don't actually supply the glass, you would, but this client actually is going to put copper pieces in above that. That's what he's going to do, some custom copper pieces in those cabinets. And this actually is an upgraded knotty alder cabinet with a clear stain. And then this would be a standard kitchen for Adair with the microwave with the hood vent, a Whirlpool electric oven, and a dishwasher would come standard in this home. The pendant lights are optional. We can put pendant lights in, or we can rough in for a pendant light as an option.
Are there other appliance options other than Whirlpool?
We have a gourmet kitchen option that gives you a double oven, 36-inch cooktop, a stainless hood vent. It's beautiful. It comes in the Whirlpool or KitchenAid. So in the gourmet kitchen, you could do KitchenAid or Whirlpool. For standard options, it would just be Whirlpool. Or you can bring your own appliances. We would just have to know in advance what they are so we can build the cabinets around them.
And then we do have a question about the flooring in this home as well. What type of flooring is this?
This is an LVP. It's a Shaw product, but it is LVP. What would come standard in this home in the dining and kitchen area and entry would be a laminate. That's what would come standard. And then the great room would be a carpet. But they upgraded the whole main area into LVP. They upgraded to the wood freestanding oven. Again, look at that patio cover. So a standard patio cover comes with the lighting up in it. Options for upgrade would be like roughing in for a ceiling fan. Patio covers can be many different sizes based on price. So we try to kind of match what you're looking for with the price that you want to stay within to decide how wide and deep you want it to be. But it's beautiful.
That is gorgeous.
Again, we're turning the corner right here. Okay, so this is going back to the primary suite. This is where a pantry would go, is right here in this hallway going into the primary suite. The door to the pantry would be here. And then we would just push the walk-in closet back to create it. That's one way to put a pantry in this home. Going to the primary bathroom. They did upgrade the sinks to a rectangle sink. Our standard countertop is quartz. So with the quartz countertops, we do an undermount sink, a round undermount sink, but you can upgrade to this rectangle one if you want. This would be your standard lighting over the sink, standard faucet that would come in the home is that satin nickel. This is a primary suite tub. This would be a standard option for the plumbing. The tub is a garden tub that sits in a tile surround. That's what comes standard in it. And then they upgraded to a tile shower as well. And that comes with a glass door. Standard carpet is in the bedrooms. And they put a transom window over the beds. So this room would not come with a window typically on this wall, but you could do a transom window like this. You could put other windows over, you know, where your lighting is. You can always add in windows or make the existing windows bigger. We're doing good on questions, Justine.
We do have some questions about the paint colors. So the interior paint color is Ricos Gray, and it is one of our standard options that you can do. And then somebody asked a question about the exterior paint, and I did send that scheme through via chat so that you have the scheme number for that.
I don't know if you guys saw, so they did upgrade these doors to a lever versus a knob. So standard in the home is going to be a knob or a door. They did do an upgrade to levers throughout the house. These can lights that are in the great room and in the kitchen do come standard now in the home. And they did do a 9-foot ceiling. So a standard ceiling is an 8-foot ceiling. But they did do a 9-foot plate, which means all the cabinetry gets larger, the windows got taller. There's a transom window over the front door. Even the garage door got taller with this upgrade to a 9-foot plate.
Is the trim in this home standard?
This is an upgraded trim. It's called an architectural trim. What's standard in the homes today is a craftsman trim. We have two different versions. We have a craftsman trim or a modern trim that comes standard. This one was one that we used to offer, but we don't offer the architectural anymore. And we have other trim offerings that are an upgrade, but our new one is craftsman that we use for probably the last 3 or 4 months. And again, here's your half bathroom that could be used as a pantry. If you didn't need the half bath, comes with a pedestal sink.
Looks like an upgraded pedestal sink.
Yeah, it is an upgraded pedestal sink. This is a very large half bath.
So nice.
Coming in here, you can see carpet, it transitions to carpet. Into the hallways. There's your architectural trim. You can really kind of see it right there. So your doors and your floors are going to have craftsman trim or a modern trim. And the windows that come standard are drywall wrap. You can put sill and apron on them. You can upgrade them to the newer trim packages that we have. That's all customizable. Coming into the bedroom, you can kind of see we have the old boob light. We don't have that anymore. We actually have a dome light that goes in there standard. You can upgrade to can lights if you would like. We can rough in for ceiling fans in there if you would like. Those are all different things that we can do.
So we do have a question about lighting. The options book that we send out to folks does not show any can lights. Can you clarify if cans are the same as the surface mount LED ceiling lights?
It is the surface mount LED ceiling lights. And you can see the craftsman window from here. This would come standard with the craftsman with the grid work on the top. The farmhouse is more of a T. And then the standard windows on the different homes are generally sliders, but we do have some of the double and single hung windows.
Now, what if somebody likes the craftsman exterior, but they don't like the grids in the windows? Can those be changed?
100%. 100%. And we can do fixed windows. Really just give the person you talk to an idea of what you want and we'll find it for you. Okay, this is going into bath 2. This is a huge bathroom. It is huge. Look at that countertop. Different options in this bathroom. You could put 2 sinks in here if you wanted. You could center the sink if you wanted. A lot of option that goes into this bathroom. Oh, this is standard lighting, standard mirror. If you wanted to put your own mirrors in, you absolutely can. Just make sure if you're going to do the lighted ones that you have a wire for power for behind the light. You have to always kind of be thinking about what comes next. They didn't really go into this bathroom, but in there is your toilet, and then you have a fiberglass tub shower insert that is white, and then it comes with a shower curtain rod. That's what comes standard in there. And this is going into the last bedroom. And again, windows can be made taller, shorter, wider, fixed windows, transom windows, really what you're looking for, what your view is, what you're hoping the goal is for there. Just talk to your homeownership counselor and they'll help you with that. Standard carpet is in here. That's your front door. They switched over to the utility room now. So in the utility room, we can rough in for a utility sink. We can put a utility sink in. We can put cabinetry in, different things you can do in that utility room. It's really a open canvas. This gives you a look at the back of the house with that patio cover.
That's so pretty. Do we have options for wall mounted faucets in like the bathrooms?
So we would just need to know, I don't carry wall-mounted faucets like that, but we could rough in for something for you. If you gave us the make and model number of what you wanted and where it is, we can write custom options so that our plumbers and our drafters know exactly what you want to do later. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and just run the video so that you guys can watch it in the background, and then we can answer any questions that you guys have. To the Blakeley, we can answer questions about changes that they made. We could answer questions about the financing promotion. Just let me know.
Absolutely. I love this house. It's so pretty.
Yeah. It still gives you that real open feel to
Mhm.
it. You know, it's a nice size island. It does come with the garbage disposal. It's got the garbage disposal switch is in the countertop. And again, we provide the stove, microwave, and dishwasher. You provide refrigerator, washer, dryer.
Are there other options for window colors?
We can do black windows. They're quite a bit pricier than changing windows, but we can do black windows now.
I love that backsplash that they did in the kitchen too. That's
Right?
really
This is an upgraded quartz counter. It's Calicata Ultra. So it is an upgraded quartz. Standard quartz, we've got one that's called a frost white, and then we've got another one that is a meridian gray. That's what comes standard. In your bathrooms are going to come with an LVT. So it's a luxury vinyl tile in the bathrooms and the utility room. And then kitchen, dining, and entry are going to be a laminate. Any other questions out there? Even any questions that you were hoping to get out of today's call that maybe I didn't go through or you would like me to go through?
How much larger do the windows get when you do the taller ceilings?
They grow by a foot, so they're a foot taller. Even that slider is a foot taller.
It's true.
What would come standard in the great room would be a 6-foot slider next to the dining room, and then you would have 2 windows in the great room. That's what would come standard.
What comes standard for the HVAC system?
We use air conditioning. You get air conditioning and heat. We use a heat pump. In Washington, things are kind of changing right now because the energy codes just changed. So I don't want to get very specific about that. We just had a huge energy code change March 15th. So in here, just so you know, this wall right here that separates the hallway, that wall is not a wall that has to be there. So if somebody wanted to take that wall out, we can. We can make some minor changes to our homes. If you guys are seeing things you like about the home and little changes that you would want to make, you would definitely want to sit down with us and we can tell you what we can change and can't change about a home. There's a point though that if you change too much, it's not really our home anymore and it might go more down the custom home path.
That is true. What about landscaping and sprinkler system? Does that come standard with our homes?
So we are really foundation up. We do not do the landscaping, sprinkler systems. We can help get bids for you for that kind of stuff. We can wire for the sprinkler system. We just need to know what you need. But really, when you look at the pricing of our homes, it is more based on from foundation of the home up and everything on the inside of the home. So within the walls of the home and the garage is what the pricing is based on.
Absolutely. What about walkways and patio slabs?
Anything outside the home or the walls of the home, so stairs, patio slabs, the garage apron, under the patio cover, sidewalks, any of that would be a part of your site development budget, so that would not be included in the direct price of the home.
And how much does site development usually cost?
That is different for any area that you're in. So some of it is going to depend on if you find land or have land that has got sand versus, dirt or rock. If there's a lot of trees, if you have to put a well in, if you have to put a septic in, I would tell you in my market, in the Spokane market, if you've got water, sewer and everything, within reach, you still are going to want a budget around $40,000. If you have to put in a well and septic and you've got some slope to the land and there's rock there and trees, I'm going to tell you the budget closer to $75,000 to $80,000. It's really land specific because there's so many different things that can happen once they start digging for foundation.
Absolutely.
We in most markets, we're starting to launch what is called site services. And with site services, we will help get all those bids for you and walk you through what needs to be done. We go to our excavators, our people, and help pull all that information together for you. So don't be intimidated by it, because we're going to be holding your hand through the whole process to make sure that the build is successful, not just for you, but for us too.
We definitely will. And for the areas that we do have site services, we come do that property evaluation and then pull that budget together for you so that you have all your numbers. So definitely something to talk to your build branch about, and if that's offered there or not.
And your construction loan can pay for the land, all the site work, and for the home. So with the construction loan, we can put all of that in there. We just have to have all that pricing up front before you sign the contract, so that you know in your mind that this is how much we have allocated for that site work. We do put some contingencies in there to protect you guys and to protect us and the bank.
And speaking of financing, how long are we offering the interest rate promotion?
So it is really right now a month to month promotion. We have ran this promotion for quite a few months, but it has changed throughout the months. There's different things that we had to hit. Now it's just the biggest thing is we have to hit a 12-month build window. That is the biggest part of it. And in my market, because I deal with snow, I really work with you guys on the timing of building permits and excavation and when we want that loan to fund so that we can hit the 12-month marker.
So we do have a question about warranty. Do we provide a warranty with the home?
Yes, we do. We have a 1-year workmanship warranty and we have a 10-year structural warranty.
And is it transferable?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That house is so pretty.
I know, it really is. This house is very similar to the Bannock in the floor plan. Bannock's a little bit bigger, but very similar floor plan to it. So anybody that's looking at that house too, this gives you an idea of what that's going to look like.
Absolutely. We don't really have any other questions at this point. We've run through all of them. Does anybody else have any questions that you want to throw in that question and answer area?
So you guys know we use the James Hardy siding on all of our homes. We have mill guard windows that we put on our homes in this area. And if you want to know specifics about a house, you can go online through the Adair Homes and talk to one of our online sales teams. They will actually put you in contact with the local branches and help set up a meeting, whether it's virtual or in person. And we can talk about your land specifically. We can talk about the homes specifically that you're the most interested in. We can throw ideas out there on things that you can do with the homes. Any of the HOCs would love to step up and do that with you. And I say HOC, it means home ownership counselor, sorry.
And we do love meeting with people. It's our favorite thing.
And again, thank you for everybody's time. I appreciate everybody jumping on this call.
So somebody would like to know how long this process takes.
And depending on the market you're in, and depending on the changes that you want to make, usually from the time that you start with the sales office and getting a construction super out there to the time you sign the contract is roughly 45 to 60 days. We need about the same amount of time when you sign the contract to get the architectural sets made. And then we submit for building permits. The permitting time is really, I have some market in my area that's 1 week and I have another one that's 14 weeks. So once we get the building permit and the loan is funded, then we can move into active construction. Generally, when you're in active construction, from the time foundation goes in till you move in, you're looking at, I would say, 7 to 9 months, depending on if you have snow, road restrictions. You know, it's very different depending on the market you're in. So we would love the whole process to take less than 12 months, but I would tell you on average, it probably takes from 11 to 14, depending on the market that you're in and how fast you make decisions. Because I have some customers that, you know, we can get through it really quickly, and I have other customers that, you know, 4 months later, we're still changing things on the house.
Yeah, and I would say it definitely depends on if they do a custom home versus one of our plans too. So if you do a custom plan, you're definitely going to add some more time.
But a lot of the time is really market specific. Do we help find land? And we have realtor partners that we can refer you to. Any other questions out there?
I think you're doing such an amazing job that people's questions are just already being answered.
I don't know. I think that Roger Brown was set up to be in here because he's asking great questions.
Really great.
Sometimes on these, you don't know what to ask. So it's great when you ask a lot of questions because I know there's other people that want to know the answers.
I feel like usually a lot of times when people are asking a lot of questions, they're like very seriously looking at doing this. And then sometimes I'm like, is the corporate office like giving us secret shoppers in our virtual open houses that just know all the questions to ask?
Right, right. I'm going to tell you, if you look at the different videos out there though, we've made a lot of changes to our interior finishes.
Yeah.
So this is a great house because it does show you a lot newer finishes than we've had in the past. And all the branches have the newer finishes in them. So again, jump in and see one of us in one of our local offices, and then you can see what comes standard versus what we have for upgrades.
Absolutely. Can we install gas stoves in the state of Washington?
So yes, we can still put a gas stove in. I just cannot put a gas furnace in anymore. In 2021, we were able to put a gas furnace in, but you had to pay for an upgrade because it was almost a dual fuel. But in the new changes, you cannot have a gas furnace at all.
Do you want to maybe take them back to the website and just show them where they would go to book an appointment before
Absolutely.
we end the open house?
Okay, so we're back on the main Adair website. If you look up in the right corner, it'll say have a question, ask us. In there, if you just click on it, this is our online team. They will get right back to you and they will set up an appointment for you to come into the local branches. But again, we have a ton of stuff on the website itself that you can take a look at, and then just let the online team know what you want to know, and the homeownership counselors will, get that information ready so that we have a really productive meeting.
Yes. Will we build detached garages?
We can do a detached garage. I don't know that there's a picture of one online. It's more like a shop. So it's this is what it would look like. It's 720 square feet. We do put a 200 amp panel in it. And then you could add in extra outlets. You could add in what you wanted to it. But this would be what we have for a detached shop. Any other questions?
I do not see any.
All right. Justina, thank you for your time today.
Absolutely. Thanks for letting me hop on and help you.
And everybody else, thank you for taking time out of your day to be on this call. If you have any questions, just let us know. This will be up and available probably in a couple weeks where you can search it on our YouTube videos. So if you want to come back and look at it again, or if somebody didn't get an opportunity to see it that you can let them know that it will be out there.
Absolutely. Thanks, Jen.
Thank you guys. Everybody have a wonderful day.
Have a fabulous day.